After I joined the board and started spending some time with ACS families, one of the things that surprised me, it probably shouldn't have, but that really surprised me, was the fact that so many Aurora Christian alums send their children to ACS. It was glaring. It just showed me that the people who go here love it enough and see the value of it to actually make sure that their children get an education here. My name is Cisco Coto. I graduated from ACS in 1993. Went on to Western Illinois University and studied radio and TV. And then shortly after that began a career in Chicago radio. And I bounced around to several radio stations. And now I'm on WBBM News Radio as a news anchor and also a co-host of a business hour.
My name is Sara Woodward, and I was in the graduating class of 1988. And then I've since taught here as well and subbed for all the ages. And I'm now in the finance office.
My name is Jackie Heyman. I graduated from Aurora Christian in 1994. I am the technology teacher here at Aurora Christian, and I teach 6th through 12th grade.
Hi, I'm Tammy Devine. Some of you might remember me as Tammy Kimball. I graduated in 1992 and went on to Concordia, Chicago. Went into television after college. A professor at Concordia, Chicago helped me get internships at the CBS and the Fox in Chicago. Then I worked behind the scenes at ABC7 and then got my first big break on camera as a TV news reporter at a CBS affiliate at WYMT. We're your mountain television in the foothills of the Appalachian Mountains in eastern Kentucky. It was a wonderful experience. After a year there, I went into Lexington to the NBC affiliate WLEX and reported there, filled in as anchor, was a talk show host, and all kinds of stuff. Wonderful experience. I met my future would-be husband in Southern California. He always wanted to do local TV news. I had that background, so I said, let's create a local TV news show. So we did, Crown City News. It turned into this amazing training ground where we've been able to help train people in television. My husband would provide all his knowledge in tech. I would provide all my knowledge in broadcast journalism, and that has helped launch people into their dream careers. So there are people all over the country right now that we trained at Crown City News that give us credit for helping them land in their dream television careers.
Yeah, I'm Stach. I am a 92 graduate of Aurora Christian School. So I'm the first person in my family to graduate from college. I'm the only person in my family who has a graduate degree. I've written books, articles, did a TED Talk, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't make me special, but I got to do those things because somebody at Aurora Christian said, hey, that kid's pretty smart, and was willing to tell me that and to shape and hone that in ways that I thought, wow, I guess I can do some of these things, and I can be some of these things. And it gave me a lot of the momentum that I needed in order to make that happen. I ended up coaching soccer for a while at a place called Trinity International University, and then transitioned again into management consulting. Been doing that for about 10 years, and then started my own company actually as of the 1st of 2016.
I've worked at WLS Radio, WIND Radio. I've done quite a bit of work at Moody Radio. In fact, I actually got my start in radio at Moody Radio. When I was here at ACS, I was in chapel one day and had an interaction with one of our chapel speakers who happened to be a radio broadcaster. And he brought me into Moody Radio as a 15-year-old, gave me a tour, got a summer internship for me, and that began a love affair with radio that I still have to this day. And it all started in chapel at ACS.
Some of the things I was involved in, I was a cheerleader, believe it or not, for Mrs. T was the coach at that time. Loved cheering for basketball. That was the big sport back when I was in school, and won lots of championships and under Mr. Davidson's coaching.
I'm also really grateful to ACS. So many people there made such a lasting impression on me. Miss Bennett, I think she's now Mrs. Tognorelli. I hope I got that right. She was my music teacher, and she instilled a love for singing and music in me that's still with me to this day.
Some of the same teachers that I had growing up are still here, and my kids get to experience that same kind of love. Like Mr. Stone, he was just like, while I read every single day in his class, he never he just joked you through it. Like, he was just a really funny, great teacher. And the fact that my kids may one day have him as a teacher is a great thing.
Another thing about Aurora Christian School that's made a deep impression on me was that we were required to memorize scripture. And you know, I didn't appreciate it so much back then, I don't think, but it really has helped me in my life over the years to have scripture verses buried in my heart that I can recall in times that I need it, and also to be able to help others using scripture that I've been able to memorize.
That entire desire to impact people, that desire to be an example not just of work ethic and excellence in everything that I try to do, but also the spiritual aspect of it, and to say, you know, you can do things the right way, but it's more to do them for the right reason. And you know, your job is to put in the effort and to make the best of the gifts that you've been given, and let the outcomes be up to God. And that's, again, I trace that all the way back to when I was in elementary school, here at this place.
It's a great place to be, a great place to grow, and a great place to learn, and it's just a blessing to be a part of that, and for my children to be able to experience that as well.
I maintain friendships with so many people from ACS. We get together for reunions and lunch and coffee, and this wasn't just a situation where we had 4 years together and then we were done, but these are genuine lifelong friendships. Love each other and encourage each other, and it's just a really beautiful thing.
Oh. Finance, this is Sara. Sara Woodward or Sara Woolridge?
Sara Woolridge or Sara Woodward?
I'm Sara Woodward.
I'm Sara Woolridge. Hold on just a second.
Now you know.